Hey everybody, just wanted to give an update on my Harbor Freight greenhouse and how things are going in the garden. Greenhouse has been up for, close to 3 months now. Did all my starts in there. You can see I got a bunch of pots out here with tomato plants. They're growing really good. Rest of them I planted out in the main garden. Did a whole bunch of new raised beds this year. There's the blackberry patches right there. I got five beds with Cascade blackberries. Originated out of the, I believe in the 50s. They came from my grandma. Then my dad grew them, and then I got the starts from him. Got some blueberries there, and then some raised beds there. Strawberry patch on the right, and these beds out here. I got kale started in this bed right here. Then we got some tomatoes out here and here. Peppers there, asparagus bed. You can't see them from here, but there's tiny shoots up there. I just planted crowns this year. So in about 3 years, I'll have a nice little 5x5 bed there. Strawberries are going nuts. Planted these last year, and this year they're going really crazy. There's lots of berries down in here. See if we can get some looks on some of these. Got lots of flowers, and you can see all of these guys are berries down in here. So this patch is doing really well. Mushroom compost was my main soil amendment last year, and they are doing outstanding. Got my two-sided compost bins here. This stuff is finished from last year. I'm starting to throw in the new stuff this year. You can do tumblers, or you can do whatever kind of system you want to do. I just used some boards that I had, built these up. I only had one side last year, but in order to get it to working and cooking stage, you have to stop putting compost in, and so you need a second side to put fresh stuff in and let one side cook. So everything I plant, I add this done compost to top it off. This side I'm going to start adding stuff to. I'm going to start mowing the lawn here soon, so this thing will fill up really fast. Inside the greenhouse, there's not much left now because all the starts got planted. I have a few pepper plants left in there, and just a few. There's a couple cucumbers, a couple zucchinis in there. These are habaneros right there. They are a lot slower to grow than the jalapenos and the serranos and stuff, so I will probably give them about a couple more days, and I'll get them at least in 4-inch pots to let them grow up a little bit before I put them out. Pacific Northwest, it doesn't get real hot here real soon, so the other peppers are just fine outside now. It's plenty warm out, but the habaneros just seem to be about a month behind all the other peppers. But the Harbor Freight greenhouse has been doing great. The only problem I have had is the Harbor Freight automatic opener lasted about a month and quit working. So I got a little PVC tube here to just keep that propped open because it gets pretty darn hot in here. I got a thermometer in here, and it'll get up to 130 in here during the day when it's about 70 degrees outside, which is pretty much too hot for anything to survive. So I just keep that little PVC pipe in there to keep it cracked open, and I just leave this one cracked open all the time at this point. Our nights are only getting down to about 50 degrees at night, so anything in here is just fine. But other than that, all the improvements and modifications I made to it, everything is holding up really well. Very impressed with this little greenhouse. It's done great, and I would really recommend it as a starter greenhouse, especially for people just getting into gardening. It's a great way to get into gardening. If you decide you don't like gardening in a couple years, no big deal. You spent $250, $300. If you really like gardening, it'll work for you for hopefully several years. But so far we've had a few windstorms, a lot of rain, a lot of hail. Everything has held up great. It's been a great greenhouse so far, and it's got all my plants started that I wanted to get started. And for my first greenhouse, I couldn't be happier. So good luck, happy gardening, and catch you soon. I'll have an update on the garden beds as they start growing up and filling in. Have a great day, guys.